Title: Three Stories of Princess. Title: The Sea Princess. Once upon a time, in a vast and beautiful underwater kingdom, there lived a sea princess named Marina. She was the daughter of King Triton, the wise ruler of the ocean. Marina was known for her kindness, her long flowing hair that shimmered like pearls, and her curiosity about the world above the waves. Every day, Marina explored the coral gardens and played with the dolphins in a hidden cove. Yet, no matter how much she loved her underwater home, she couldn't stop thinking about the world beyond the sea. She had heard stories from her father about the sun, the stars, and the humans who lived on land, and she longed to see these wonders for herself. One day, while exploring a sunken ship, Marina discovered a beautiful pearl necklace buried in the sand. As she picked it up, a soft, mysterious voice spoke to her. "I am the Sea Witch," the voice said. "This necklace has the power to grant one wish. But be careful, for magic always comes with a price." Marina hesitated, but her curiosity was too strong to ignore. She placed the necklace around her neck and made her wish. "I wish to visit the world above the waves," she said. Suddenly, a whirlpool surrounded her, and in a flash, she found herself on a sandy beach with legs instead of a tail. Marina was amazed by the sight before her. The sun was bright and warm, the sky a brilliant blue, and the sound of the waves was gentle and soothing. She took her first steps on land and marveled at the feel of the sand beneath her feet. Everything was so different, so new. As she wandered along the shore, Marina came across a small village. The villagers were kind, though puzzled by her strange arrival. They offered her food and clothes, and Marina soon met a young fisherman named Lucas. Lucas had a deep love for the sea and was captivated by Marina's beauty and charm. Marina and Lucas quickly became friends, spending their days exploring the land. Lucas showed her the wonders of the human world, forests filled with singing birds, fields of flowers that danced in the breeze, and the stars that lit up the night sky. Marina was enchanted by it all, and for a while, she forgot her life under the sea. But as time passed, Marina began to feel a deep longing for her underwater kingdom. She missed her family, the dolphins, and the gentle sway of the ocean currents. She knew that her time on land was running out and that she needed to return home. One evening, as the sun set over the ocean, Marina told Lucas the truth about who she was. She explained that she was a sea princess and that the magic keeping her on land would soon fade. Lucas, though heartbroken, understood and promised to never forget her. With a heavy heart, Marina returned to the beach where she had first arrived. She removed the pearl necklace and whispered, "I wish to go back to my true home." The magic swirled around her, and in an instant, she was back in the ocean, her tail restored. Marina was happy to be home, but she never forgot Lucas or the wonders of the land. She often returned to the hidden cove, where she could still hear the distant echoes of her time above the waves. And though she remained in the sea, her heart was forever touched by the memories of her adventure. And so, the sea princess lived happily ever after, her story becoming a legend whispered by the waves, a tale of love, adventure, and the magic that binds the land and sea. Title: A Unique Kingdom of Fairies. Once upon a time, in a land not too far away, there was a small village nestled in the heart of a dense forest. The villagers lived simple lives, unaware that deep within the forest, beyond their reach, there existed a mystical kingdom of fairies known as Parian Ki Anoki Ryasat. This enchanted kingdom was ruled by a wise and benevolent queen named Peri Rani. She was known for her kindness and wisdom, and she ensured that all the fairies in her realm lived in harmony with nature. The kingdom was a place of unmatched beauty, where flowers bloomed in every color imaginable and streams sparkled like liquid diamonds under the sunlight. The fairies spent their days tending to the forest, helping flowers bloom, guiding lost animals, and ensuring that the natural balance was maintained. One day, a young boy from the village named Raju ventured into the forest. Raju was curious and adventurous, often exploring places where others dared not go. He had heard stories about the magical creatures that lived in the forest but never believed them. As he wandered deeper into the forest, he came across a path that he had never seen before. Driven by curiosity, he followed it. The path led him to a beautiful glade surrounded by tall trees and filled with flowers that glowed with a soft, ethereal light. In the center of the glade stood a magnificent tree with golden leaves that shimmered like the stars. As Raju approached the tree, he saw something extraordinary, tiny figures with delicate wings fluttering around it. They were the fairies of the Anoki Ryasat. At first, the fairies were startled by Raju's presence, for no human had ever found their hidden kingdom. But seeing the awe and innocence in his eyes, the fairies decided to reveal themselves to him. Peri Rani appeared before Raju and welcomed him to their kingdom. Raju was amazed by everything he saw: the beauty of the fairies, the magic that filled the air, and the peacefulness of the kingdom. Peri Rani explained to Raju that their kingdom was hidden from humans because people often took nature for granted and disrupted its balance. However, they had allowed Raju to enter because they sensed his pure heart and respect for nature. The fairies showed Raju the wonders of their world, teaching him about the importance of protecting the environment and living in harmony with all creatures. They shared with him the secrets of the forest, the language of animals, and the magic that made the trees grow and the flowers bloom. Raju spent what felt like days in the kingdom, learning and growing. But soon, it was time for him to return to his village. Before he left, Peri Rani gave him a magical amulet, a symbol of their friendship and a reminder of the lessons he had learned. When Raju returned to his village, he was a changed boy. He shared his experiences with the villagers, teaching them the importance of caring for the environment and respecting the natural world. Though many didn't believe his tale, they were inspired by his words and began to live more harmoniously with nature. As for Raju, he often returned to the forest, but he never found the path to the Anoki Ryasat again. Yet, he knew in his heart that the fairies were always watching over him, guiding him with their wisdom. And so, the story of Parian Ki Anoki Ryasat became a cherished tale in the village, passed down through generations, reminding everyone of the magic that exists when we live in harmony with nature. Title: The Princess and the Pea. A prince is in search of a princess to marry, but whenever he meets one, something goes wrong and he fails to find a suitable alliance. One evening, there is a thunderstorm and a young lady who is fully drenched knocks on the castle door. She seeks shelter in the prince's castle. The young lady claims to be a princess and requests the king and the queen to allow her to spend the night in the castle. As her appearance is distressed and worn out, nobody believes her. Unwillingly, the queen allows the young lady to rest in their castle. But to test if the young lady is a real princess, the queen decides to place a pea under the mattress of the guest bed. The young lady is offered a bed, which is covered with 20 huge mattresses with a P at the bottom. The next morning, the queen asks their guest if she slept well. The young lady narrates how sleepless her night went as something very hard under the mattress kept her awake all night. The prince is overjoyed as he has found a true princess. Only a real princess would experience such pain in spite of having 20 feather mattresses placed on top of the P. The prince and the princess get married and live happily ever after.